Hi everyone, I'm just gonna go ahead and get ready here. Give me some thumbs up if you guys can hear and see. Let's see. Okay. We'll just wait a moment. I'm reading all the comments. Hi everyone. I see there's people from all over. A lot of talk about the weather and stuff. Hope you guys are staying warm and not as wet, but we can jump into that in a little bit. So let me just get started. Maniology is back. We're back from our holiday, and Happy New Year, everyone. I'm so happy you can join us. I'm Tiana from the Maniology team, here with another weekly live every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. You can find me here, or find us here, on another nail stamping journey, whether it's a tutorial, technique, or hack. We're here to discuss the details, and we're so happy you're here to join. So, yeah, sorry. Being in front of the camera after 2 weeks off is kind of baffling for me right now, but hopefully you guys will just stick it out with me. I got a little bit of nerves I got to work through. But if you enjoy our videos, you enjoy our content, please go ahead and subscribe, share it with all your friends. We do have a really fun lineup for 2023, so we'll hope that you guys still find this interesting. You find it inspirational, educational, and all that jazz. So please go ahead and subscribe. But welcome back, everyone. Can't believe we're 10 days into 2023. And my holidays, they were good. I was very thankful that the holiday break kind of afforded me some much needed time to reconnect with my friends. Actually, some people I hadn't seen for a little bit. And of course, my family. I was able to go away for a little bit. I did go to California to go see some family and just kind of refill my cup a little. So I'm looking forward to that in the new year. I feel like my mind is still coming out of the holiday days, but it's looking up. Hope you guys had a wonderful holiday and also found ways to refill your cup as well. And I hope the new year will bring, you know, maybe a new vibrancy to fulfilling your goals or whatever it is that you're looking forward to in the new year. So, Viva Magenta. It seems like we have a poll here going. Everyone say hi to Dev. She's also sidekick today. We love Dev, so tell everyone say hi to Dev. But it seems like in this poll, do you love the color Viva Magenta? It looks like I don't have much convincing to do, which is great. But anyway, today's topic, we're talking about Pantone's 2023 color Viva Magenta and 4 ways that you can use this nail color this year or right now. I want to give you some ideas, but I basically want to kind of jump into this live today talking about the color. And we are going to do something a little different because I'm not going to show you any nail art, but we feel it's kind of, there's a lot to talk about when we talk about color. So figured we'll try something different. But anyway, so each year Pantone comes out and introduces a new color of the year. And so if you're unfamiliar with Pantone, Pantone is basically like the authority on communicating color to different industries. So if you think perhaps that you've never seen the color of the year or never paid attention to that kind of stuff, I challenge your brain or challenge your eye. For the next time that you go to like your local mall or something, take a look at what the stores are merchandising or putting out. You'll start to notice that there is a color theme, perhaps, among different retailers. It doesn't only apply to clothes. I mean, this could apply to all kind of industries like technology. But like, say for example, this past weekend, I just went to my local Macy's, and as soon as I was coming up on the escalator, there was a huge section right in between the escalators that had basically a whole mannequin, product layout of everything that was magenta. It didn't say anything about the color of the year, but you could tell that Viva Magenta was what they were trying to feature. So the color, I feel like they were kind of leaning more towards was like a flat or a cream color, like this prancing pink. So they had handbags, they had blazers, they had dresses, these really cute pumps that actually were exactly this color, which I was like, oh, those are really cute. I could wear those. Maybe not. I love pumps. I love heels, but I'm so clumsy in them. But they were really, really cute. But just in general, take a look around and you'll start to notice that there is a lot of trending colors or colors that kind of fall in the spectrum of the color of the year. So Viva Magenta, I feel like with, if you go onto like the Pantone website, and also I linked the Pantone, it's an article written by Pantone about Viva Magenta. I suggest you give it a read. It's actually a really good read. It's kind of uplifting for the new year. I think for the new year, we like to give ourselves like these really uplifting, empowering type of adjectives or verbs, things like that, things to kind of get us going to start the new year off on the right foot. And I feel like this article definitely has a lot of that. But I wanted to kind of read a little blurb from the article that kind of gives you a sense of where the color was meant to kind of go. So it sets the tone for, they kind of open up and it says, an unconventional shade for an unconventional time. Pantone's color of the year, Viva Magenta, vibrates with vim and vigor. It's a shade rooted in nature, descending from the red family, and expressive of a new signal of strength. Viva Magenta is brave and fearless, a pulsating color whose exuberance promotes a joyous and optimistic celebration, writing a new narrative. So some other words I kind of picked out from the article, or just kind of got the vibe for, was bold, fun, dynamic, and flexible. So it also talks about like different ways that you can incorporate it into your home, ways to wear it, and the color itself you'll find is perhaps a little flexible. It kind of could go on the cool side or the warm side. I feel like today I picked a lot more warm colored magenta, Viva Magenta on that spectrum. But if you look at the color is, and sorry, before I start jumping around and stuff, can you imagine that this color was inspired by a beetle? That would be the most beautiful beetle I've ever saw. Like, that's just so pretty. It looks like this color is not coming in very clearly. I'm just trying to hold it up just right so you guys can see. Hi everyone, hi everyone. Sorry, I'm just raving and ranting, and I'm sorry not paying attention to the comments. Let's see. So this magenta color, this is actually, I feel like, the closest to the Pantone color. It's very vibrant. This is more along the lines of like our pearlized color. This is Wild Wings. And Prancing Pink, I think, would be its equivalent in like a cream color. So, I feel like the spectrum of both of these colors are more red leaning than purple. So they're more warm. But again, color, it's so vast. But anyway, it's definitely a power color, and who doesn't want power and something that's uplifting? And so when you look at it, it's not a color that wants to be toned down. It's very vibrant. It's in a positive way. It's very loud. It's a very seen color. And personally, for my take, its first impression for me was just very it's a little much. I'm not saying I don't like bold colors, but pink is not normally my go-to, or magenta is not normally a go-to for me. But I think when I started creating the manicures, what kind of, there was a physical shift that happened in me, that I noticed that instead of having the apprehension of using the color, I just let it stand out on its own. And it allowed me the ability to create a lot more easily, I guess. So there was like a physical shift in me that I ended up really enjoying the color itself. But I noticed that actually when I see the color spectrum, there are a lot of colors that I personally love in the spectrum. So here I have colors that I swatched. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I was trying to avoid, actually, was not showing you that side. So let's scratch that and let's do it over again. So I swatched out the colors that we're going to be talking about today. But in general, I really do love the color spectrum that is laid out here. I'm more leaning towards the shades, the darker shades, just because it's more moody, it's something more dramatic. It's kind of a nice change up from black. Black is definitely a go-to. That is also something I realized as I was looking at this color, is that if you've been on our lives before, you've probably heard me say that if I'm not using black as a go-to color, as you can see, oxblood is a color that I go to a lot. If I have like no ideas and I just want color on my nails, oxblood is a color that I just personally love. So I noticed that the oxblood color that's in my mind is definitely more red leaning than it is purple. So again, let's just go and jump into these colors. So tints. Think of the original color. So we're going to be talking about Viva Magenta and stuff, but I'm going to give you some, maybe you have these colors already in your polish wall, maybe you don't, or your collection, but I'm just going to give you some ideas. Maybe Viva Magenta doesn't necessarily speak to you, but I want to give some other color options that you yourself could use. So when we're talking about tints, we're looking at the original color and we're going to add a little bit of white to it. So I have 3 colors that I selected that I think would be perfect for you to wear. Even, I don't know, does this scream like spring to you all? Maybe it's because we're going to be coming into the season soon. But so here I have Sweet Peach, which again is a very sweet and, you know, really non-threatening color, something very soft. And I have Waikiki, which actually I've learned that I really love this color. For one, it's a coral color, just something I always reach for. But the shiny gold duo, or I mean these micro shimmers that's inside this color is just so pretty. And the last one I have is Watermelon, which I feel like this is not a really bright color, but still kind of on that corally side of the spectrum. So now I'm going to talk about tones. I have 2 colors here. So again, thinking about the original color, the Viva Magenta, and adding a little bit of gray in it, I feel like we have 2 colors that are really kind of stick out. So I chose Sugar Plum, which these colors kind of come in and look a little bit more mauve-y, raisin-like. So I have Sugar Plum and Sonnet, which are 2 very kind of, we're starting to get into the dramatic kind of colors, which I like. And so here, hope you guys can see. So I have Sweet Peach over here. This is Waikiki. This is, what did I say? Watermelon, excuse me. And then I have, I believe this is Sugar Plum and Sonnet. me bring that a little closer so you guys can see. Such pretty colors. So now these two colors, this is Wild Wing and this is Prancing Pink. So these are the two colors that I think are quintessential Viva Magenta colors. Okay, and now we're gonna go into the real moody colors, which I don't need to say it again, it just really speaks to me. So the first color we're gonna talk about is Quasar. Now, if you picked up our holiday Santa's Workshop starter kit, actually Quasar was in the set, so you might already have this. And that's Quasar. I actually have the little tiny bottle in front of me. And then the next color I have here is Maple. And I also have Slasher. Now this also has glitters in it, so that's why the color looks this way. But when I put up the swatch again, you'll see how it kind of brings in, again, that kind of red, a kind of like a deeper kind of red, but not, yeah, it just, the word escapes me right now, but it goes. And then on like its deeper end, I have Red Sea. So here, let me bring those colors up a little closer so you can see. So these are the colors that we were just talking about. So what did I say? Quasar, Maple, Slasher, and Red Sea. Okay, so let's see. Let me just pop in here really quick and see if I'm missing anything, because I'm just going on and on. And I also want you guys all to know that I linked all of the polishes. There is, I think only Quasar is actually being sold in a collection right now, but the rest of these polishes are available on our website right now. And I also linked a few of the nail plates for the manicures that I used. So let's jump into the manicures and let me show you 4 ways that you can go ahead and wear this color this year, or as soon as you jump off of this live, go ahead and try it for yourself. So I think the first manicure that I wanted to show is kind of I wanted to do a cute, maybe non-threatening, you know, for some people, they may not just be into, they just want to stick their toe in the pool. You know, they're not like a jump all in. So I wanted to create a manicure that kind of spoke a little to that. So I went cute. Cute is kind of where I was going with this, with the Viva Magenta. So my first manicure is this really cute daisy look here. And so I used the Waikiki on all the plain nails, and the base of this is watermelon. And then I just stamped a few of those daisies on there. I think this is definitely an approachable look. If you're just looking for a little pop of color, nothing too crazy, I think this is super cute. And again, it uses that Waikiki color that has that the gold shimmers in it. It just kind of adds a little bit of almost like sun kiss, you know, to the manicure. So I really, really like that. Let me just put it up again. Okay. And now the next manicure. So if you're looking for something that's more colorful, you're ready to kind of maybe take it up to the next level, looking for something a little bit more fun, I wanted to take a really a little more exploratory but kind of a fun take on a very classic look. So French, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's something that is very classic. everybody still reaches for a nice French. And I wanted to kind of play around with color. So I did a French using the color spectrum. I did a French as the base. And then also I took that spectrum French color and put it on as the tip. So you'll notice that each tip color is kind of using a base of its next color. I said spectrum gradient. I call it a spectrum gradient. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. So here are the two looks. Again, I think if you're looking for something fun, something to just kind of dip your toe in the color, you know, this manicure would be very cute. And this is something you're kind of like, okay, I'm ready to experiment outside, try a few more colors. Then I think the French is a really cute take. Okay, and if you're just curious, for the daisies, I love this plate. This plate is just so cute. And if you have it, use it. If you don't have it, there's so many things to use it for. I'm talking about M329. This has just a bunch of really cute imagery, but it really has like these daisies that allowed me to add in the different shapes. I'm sorry, the different sizes. Actually, they're not all the same daisies, so different shapes too in the manicure, and it just gives it really nice dimension to it. The other one, again, we're going with classic French, so why not use a classic plate? And that is M052. I don't want to be shining this in your guys' face because I have the lights here, but classic plate. Everybody likes to use this. It's so versatile. Very, very good plate to use. Okay, so now moving on to the next two looks. Very bold, very make a statement, very conversation starter. If that is you and you love a good punch of color, then I think the next two manicures will be up your alley. So the first one I have, I went for a very, like a softer, here it is. So I went for like a softer neon yellow green as a base. And then I stamped our very popular swirl pattern with Wild Wings, which is the Viva Magenta color. And I stamped that design on. So I just love this. The manicure to me just screams a lot of fun. So if you're looking for what this plate is, I used M285. And honestly, I love this plate. I've used it on myself many times. There's just so many things you can do with this plate, really fun stuff. So definitely really fun. I love the color combination. Who knows? I think maybe after I take my nails off, I might actually wear this. This is really cute. If you're wondering about any of the plates, I did link all the plates into the link below. Okay, so the last manicure I have, the fourth look, is something that is really bold. I felt like go bold or go home. And when I think of this color, it's hard because black, white, and pink just screams like early 2000s, which I love. So I love a good throwback. So let's mix in some bold distress patterns, and this is what you get. So I did some double stamping with this. I stamped on in our straight up black, and then I used prancing pink. And just topping off with that matte just makes it look so cute and mod. But it is a strong, it gives a strong wow factor. After this, I'll make sure to take a picture and stuff, and we can post it in our community. So if you didn't know our YouTube, we do occasionally post in our community, so you guys can see a little close-up of these manicures. So after showing that, do you think that any of these manicures speak to you? Do you have a preference of what manicure you would like to use? I mean, I hope you use all of them, but you know, everybody has their own taste and preference. But honestly, all of them are kind of cute. I could even see this look too with like a deep French as well. See, doing things this way, showing my face and showing the product a little bit different, but yeah, let me know. So let's see, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you have a favorite? Tell me. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Put it in the comments. I want to see. What do we get? Seemed like a lot of people like the daisy design. I like the daisy design too. Ah, okay, 3. Oh, I got water droplets on the glasses. Speaking of water droplets, okay, sorry, this is kind of, I'm jumping around. Normal Tiana fashion, right? A lot of people are talking about weather. What is going on in California? I just came back, and actually, the area I had just come back from was Morro Bay. So more like, what is it, Central Coast, California. And I swear, it seems like that area is just underwater right now. So sending a lot of love to people who are dealing with this really crazy weather right now. I actually do have some family farmland in Central California, in the McFarland area, who's getting a lot of water. So I guess that is a plus. I know California has been in a very, very dry drought. I know that's redundant, but so I guess the rain is a blessing, but hopefully everyone is staying safe, and that's what we're hoping for. So, okay. 1, I thought the daisies was definitely up there. Okay, yeah, 1, I see some 3s. Okay, I see. The French maybe, again, that's okay. Something for everybody. We got something for everybody. So I'm glad that I hope you really liked this live today. It was a little bit different. Hope you guys got inspired to start off your new year using the Pantone's Viva Magenta color of the year. I think it really kind of inspired me to maybe use a little bit more boldness in my fashion color choices, perhaps. We'll see. We'll see. I'm like queen black everything, or very muted colors in general. But it seems like you guys like the manicures, which I'm really happy about. I don't really see too many comments. I'll go ahead and take a look at them after. But let me just go through it really quickly since we're on here together. Oh, Jennifer, yeah. I heard about the flooding and stuff in Morro Bay. Actually, my mother-in-law, she sent me a picture. It didn't look too good. They actually have a trailer home, and right in front of this area, I've actually parked there waiting or walking into the trailer area, and oh my gosh, there were cars under the water. Yeah, just so crazy. We have some cousins there who are without power. So, you know, it's one of those crazy little things because, you know, you're trying to keep in touch with them, making sure that they're okay, but they're like, we can't really charge our phones right now. And so trying to reserve whatever power we have. Let's see. Hippie swirls. Love the hippie swirls. Always. Maybe we can make another plate of hippie swirls. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Yeah, so I think this is a really nice way where place to end today's live. We are in the beginning of the year. Please go ahead and comment if there's any type of videos that you would like me and Deb to jump into. Any styles that you've seen, techniques, stamping techniques that you'd like us to talk about. We have gone over a lot, but of course, throughout the year, new trends are going to come in, new plates are going to come out, seasonal things are always going to happen. So, you definitely can expect a lot from our videos. But thank you so much for joining, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, enjoyed being with us today, and please go ahead and subscribe. But other than that, have a wonderful rest of your week, and again, Happy New Year, and welcome back, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.